Well, I definitely missed this yesterday. This is the limited time Arena Commander map. This unique map, which is easy have, is basically a sleeping pod plus the front room of some of these older stations which we know of. And it's actually really small. Even if you pop in, I don't think it's longer than maximum 2 kilometers. There are 3 positions you can spawn in. You can spawn in ground vehicles, which I did and got my rear end handed to me quite quick. Then there is the first person, where there actually is a little bit of a base on the table, and the main, which is the ship combat. I think it is free for all, because when I started it, I'm pretty sure I queued up for a team match. But it all ended up being free for all and doing what you want. It's part of the April Fool's event, and I believe it was presented by the Tigerfish. Honey, I shrunk the ships. I will leave a link down to this page below, but you can also check it out on the Star Citizen homepage. It's basically a tiny room with some objects and which appears to be zero gravity for some of the objects in the room, which are gigantic even if you have a pretty big ship. I'd say there's not much to do in first person or with the ground vehicles. It is probably most enjoyable with the ship combat. Do what you will, attack what you want, and have some fun. And of course, dominant ship here is of the Hornet Mark IIs. There are actually some rewards for this, like the downsized Spectrum badge. It's this fun, simple event, which you don't really need to participate in, as you won't be missing out on much. It is a good thing to see they are adding some events with these April Fool's holidays and things like that, but I would instead like for them to focus on improving the game, and I think the teaser we saw yesterday should have been enough. Sometimes we do get these specific events according to the holidays, and that can be a good thing for the major ones, but I'm not so sure about this little small one, which is just messing with us. But they are using the resources which have existed in the game for the longest while and just increased their size to the max to accommodate this little space. It wasn't super well made, as you could clip through certain areas, you could go through some tables, you could hit some walls and slightly pass through them. It was, I would say, somewhat duct taped together, and perhaps that is a good thing, so they didn't really put that much effort into making it. But perhaps they have other maps for other holidays as well, like for Christmas a gingerbread house for first person Arena Commander, or perhaps even more. But I do think most players aren't really focusing on the Arena Commander and prefer the Persistent Universe, either the alpha version or the pre-alpha version of it, and just experiencing the world and events possible there. So having some fun loot, for example, during these holidays, I think that would be a simpler, better option to do. But hey, it's something new. If you like all parts of Star Citizen, I guess you can go and enjoy it. But anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.